All right, everybody's up in arms about the Venezuelan gang members and one innocent being sent to El Salvador. And Trump was caught on a hot mic talking to the head of El Salvador, saying, we need 5 more prisons because we're going to start sending homegrowns over. Y'all thought that was new. It wasn't new. I reported on this back in February. That was always the plan. The plan was for citizens and non-citizens, criminals and detainees to be sent there. It was always this plan. Now, the controversial part back then was they didn't know if it was legal. And a lot of people were saying, no, it's not. But Trump didn't care about what's legal or not legal. You know that. So I went back and found that article. I don't blame you that you missed it. I reported on it, but you don't always see my stuff, and there's a lot of news to get through. So let me post that for you, and you can read it. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Here we go. It's from February 4th. That's when Marco Rubio went over and everyone was talking about it. That's what it looks like. El Salvador agreed. It was a problematic deal. Rubio unveiled the agreement after he met with the president. They agreed to take Salvadorian deportees as well as criminals from any nationality and house them in the jails. He's also offered to take any dangerous American criminals, including those of US citizenship and legal residence. At that time, it was unclear whether the U.S. would take him up on that offer. The U.S. is absolutely prohibited from deporting U.S. citizens, whether they are incarcerated or not. That's what the law professor said. El Salvador agreed in exchange for a fee. They're not doing this for free. They can hold up to 40,000 inmates. The fee would be relatively low for the U.S. Yeah. Without access to due process. They always knew there would be no due process. They knew the conditions they were sending people to. It was spelled all out. And Marco Rubio said, all right, let's do it. Elon Musk thought it was a great idea. And they posted about this on X. A prominent Latino advocacy group said, this is a sad day for America. They strongly opposed it. Already calling Trump an authoritarian, as we've all been. Not everybody in El Salvador likes this idea. There's more to this article, but I think I've shown you enough, and you can look it up if you want to read the rest. We've always known about this, well, since the plan was put in motion back in February. They've always planned to do this.